Hey family, let's focus on solutions that make things happen. This is All In with Ann Smith. Hey fam, it's Ann. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and remember to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe, because that's literally how we grow, and it's also very encouraging. It keeps me, enthusiastically coming back and planning to create more content that's going to impact your life. So let's get right into the video. I have some unfinished business with Bank of America, who it's been a long journey of discovering the truth about the bank roles when it comes to our interaction with them. Okay, the bank is truly an instrumentality of the government. What does that mean? Okay, that just simply means that they are authorized to have I don't want to say a secret account, because now it's not so secret, a lot of people are knowing about it, but they are the conduit. They are the go-between you and the government. And also they are the conduit between you and the all caps you. Okay, there are two separate accounts when it comes to your interaction and your relationship with the bank. But let's get into my journey with Bank of America. Now, I've been with Bank of America since the 80s, so that's a long time. Basically, since I started researching and digging and really going down this whole rabbit hole of research, that's what I discovered in terms of the relationship with banks and consumers, okay, or individual men and women. So I sent a private promissory note to Bank of America because I've been studying banking and the banking laws that pertain to financial institutions. And I really did a deep dive. I'm still learning. I don't even pretend to know everything. It's still a journey, an ongoing journey. But in my quest to learn the truth, and I really uncovered, or I should say unearthed, a lot of truth. Long story short, I know my proper relationship with the bank, and I know that anytime I'm interacting with the bank or any public entity, it is up to me to provide instructions to them, not the other way around. Yes, they can have rules and procedures of operations, but if I am the client or the customer, I have the final say. So that was just a major shift right there. So going into a specific journey with my promissory note to Bank of America, I sent them a promissory note of $7 million to charge the account. But the account is not me. I'm the controller of the account. The account belongs to my all caps name, which I control, right? So I sent them that promissory note, and I did that after they closed my account, because my account was in a negative. Oh my gosh, it's been so long, and I haven't looked at that folder in so long. I have so many different tests that I do because I like to play these reindeer games with them, and just to see how they're going to respond, right? I just like to, I stay within the law. I am not an outlaw. I stay in the law, and I use the law, to my favor. Not against them, but to my favor. Okay? Everybody has to follow the rules. No one is above the law. So here we go. So I sent the promissory note because they closed my bank account because I had been doing some banking tests with different closed accounts and different amounts, and so they ended up closing the account because the account was in a negative for too long. And again, I didn't care. I have a lot of different bank accounts, and I play around with them, right? So I didn't use a bank account that I need for everyday living. That would be foolish. I don't use that bank account I don't depend on it for anything to pay bills or I don't do anything with that bank account. So it was my play account. It became that in recent time. So anyway, the account, I want to say it was a negative 1,700, but it's recorded here on this channel. You just have to kind of just go back and see. Most of those video titles has something to do with the positive penny, because it was what ended up happening. What they did was, when they closed the account because it was a negative $1,700, and then I sent the promissory note for $7 million. And what happened? Oh, that's when I heard from them. They just randomly and arbitrarily reopened my account. Didn't even ask me my permission. So they just made decisions for me. Okay, I have a lot on my plate. I don't have a lot of time and attention to just focus on this one thing. So a lot, can kind of get away from me, but I'm just telling you the journey, right? So they opened the account. There was no mention of the $1,700 on the random bank statement that I received, that they opened my account. They didn't send a letter, a notice, nothing. I sent the promissory note, and then they responded by opening my account and sending me a bank statement of an active account that was reopened by them. So on the statement, like I said, I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember that it was a lot of different, a few, line items, but nothing was negative. The only thing that caught my eye was that the account was a positive 1 cent, a positive penny. That's why I call it the positive penny story, because how you go from a negative 1,700 to a positive penny. And it was my journey to discover the truth regarding my real relationship with the bank, and which is that I have to instruct them on how to handle my business. So that has been a while. That happened, that whole positive penny, and me calling them and trying to find out what's going on. I can only get as far as the customer service department, and they were confused. They said that the woman that I talked to, she didn't know what in the world was going on. She said she had never seen anything like this before. She put me on hold, went and spoke to her supervisor. Same thing. Supervisor was just gobsmacked, just shocked, and didn't know what was going on. They had never seen anything like this. The $1,700 was paid, the negative, it was paid by the bank, by Bank of America. Both of those people, the supervisor and the customer service rep, they had never seen that behavior. Usually the bank would sell debt, right? My account was, considered a debt account, or went into debt collection, and typically they sell those accounts, and it's paid off by a debt collection company. But that wasn't the case with my account. The customer service, I said, "Are you sure?" And she verified. Yeah, she just looked multiple times, because she was shocked too. She's like, "Yeah, it says that the bank paid it off and reopened the account, and it was a positive penny in the account." So there you have it. I think I sent an additional instruction letter, but I got to review and come back and I'll do a second video follow-up on this unfinished business. But let me tell you what's going on now. All right. I had been working on my my credit files because I cared to. Like before, I didn't care to, because I was fine without it. but I care to, and I'm actually doing a test. I've been doing a test on credit repair because I'm tired of people scamming people, right? So I jumped into the fray, and I wanted to know what were the secrets. So I discovered the secret, and I wrote about it. So let me circle back to that in a minute, but this is why I discovered what's going on with my Bank of America. So I'm looking for the picture because I took a screenshot of my Experian. I have the Experian app, and it said that I had an alert from Bank of America, and I'll show it on the screen, but I'm gonna be reading it right here from my phone. But it says bank account, oh no, it says alert details, bank account change. Bank of America, Maryland, reported a bank account change in your name. On December 28th, Bank of America, Maryland reported an account holder information change to your consumer DDA account. And that change occurred on December the 28th, 2020. See, they're just doing things, again, arbitrarily and randomly because I wasn't informed about this. So, violation and that I have to deal with. And then where I'm looking for, okay, here's the definition of a consumer DDA account, which is what is indicated on my account, the account type. So it says, I just Googled it, it just says most demand deposit accounts, DDAs, let you withdraw your money without advance notice. But the term also includes accounts that require 6 days or less of advance notice. Now accounts are essentially checking accounts where you earn interest on the money you have deposited. So, so I just wanted to give you insight into, I guess, the research process. But let me tell you what else I'm getting ready to do, because now they got my attention, because now you're changing things and updating things just randomly. I do recall, as I was knee deep in research and other things, I do remember receiving a couple emails from them, from Bank of America, as if I have an active account. Remember, I didn't open this account. I didn't reopen this account. And I remember way back when it was a negative 1,700 and they decided to close it, they told me that this account would never be reopened, that I could never reopen this account. That's what they told me in that notice, when they were proud to let me know that my account was closed, that they closed my account. Okay, so moving forward, I have I recently circled back to banking research, and I came across, just rereading all of the references that I had already downloaded. Like, I created 3 thick folders of just banking information. So I just kind of circled back to that and researched it again, and well, I discovered some new things, or I should say remember some things that were there, and I reviewed it, but maybe I just wasn't ready to see what I needed to see. But as it turns out, the promissory note has some major improvements that I want to change, and I want to implement that, and I'll send a new promissory note and a new instruction with that promissory note to Bank of America, along with letting them know. I'm going to send up the picture of that screenshot, and we're going to address some things, because this is my account. Whether it's open or closed, the account still belongs to me. Same thing for you. Whether you have a closed checking account or closed whatever type of account, it still belongs to you. You are the owner. You are the controller. Okay, that is your interest. That is your name being used. Okay, so I'm going to start making some directions and instructions, and I'm going to make this this update. I'm very interested. I love testing, and I love trying and just through the whole trial and error thing, don't be afraid to test things. You are not breaking any laws by asking questions, right? It's just a question. So I'm going to send this new promissory note. Here's the big thing that I realized after reviewing some of the banking references that I had. One of the major changes that I realized is that first of all, banknotes and promissory notes and negotiable instruments are for private, for individual living souls, right? That's number one. And because of this, because of our signature and everything, you have to think of it in terms of who are you instructing, who are you interacting with, rather, who is supposed to be charged up with this instrument, right? Well, the instrument is supposed to be because the bank is an instrumentality of another entity. Public entities cannot interact with living souls, right? You and I are alive. They can't interact with us. That's where the whole term straw man came from. They need the you, but the all caps you, right? So work with me. I'm going somewhere with this. You have to charge up the straw man, and then they can interact with the straw man. So when I started rethinking all of that, I'm like, okay, I gave a lot way back in the past when I was just testing and learning and just operating, from a, inquisitive mind, someone asking questions. I was setting up the promissory notes to charge up the bank, right? I would write the promissory note to the bank. Again, these are tests. So now I'm going to, I got to double check and see who I sent. I know I sent it to the bank, but who does it say pay to the order of? I have to double check that, and then I'll go from there. But I believe I'm onto something. I believe that we are supposed to charge up the straw man and then instruct the bank to interact with the straw man's account and fix the straw man's account for us. So I will make the necessary changes. I believe that's what it had before, and that's why it resulted in the positive penny, but I got to double check and I got to make sure. And I'll come back and discuss this unfinished business with Bank of America. So that's where we are right now. So it's going to be an interesting turn of events, but I will keep you posted. I will keep going. I've been bitten by the legal research bug, and I love it. I'm a research nerd and proud of it. So moving forward, you guys, I always like to end with an invitation to join me in the free masterclass. Go to missionpossiblemasterclass.com, because I believe I found what you've been looking for. I found what I've been looking for, which is the two most powerful tools to help us to get that empowered, to take back our power. That's what I'm trying to say. To take back our power through legal advocacy, a whole community of legal advocates, and a whole community of financial empowerment. Okay. So I believe that those two wonder twin powers, are the best way to overcome. Because if you're just saddled and mired in legal research only, and your financial, position is very weak, and you have a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety behind your financial situation, you're not in a position to help yourself. You're not in a position to help anyone else. So I'm trying to empower us to, don't just stay in the one area and neglect the other area, because you just can't be in a position to help everyone else. And that's what I want from you. I want you to be in a position to help the community to overcome the challenges that we're saddled with all this fraudulent, banking activities and just legal activity that is fraudulent and courtroom, just dealing with all of that mess. You have to come from a position of power and strength. And so you'll have the community, but you'll have a powerful community of people who are also empowered to lead us out of, these dark times. Okay, so yeah, Mission Possible Masterclass.com. Join me, it's free. Also remember to check the video description box for a long list of all of my favorite tools, all of my most popular tools that are all available for free. In fact, the list of free tools come first, and the list of free tools are the longest, in terms of all the things that I have in that video description box. I try to remember everything. I also have a list of courses that I have to offer and that I recommend from other people, my courses and other people's courses, so that have really helped put me on and really helped to elevate my my knowledge base. And I just want you guys to win. I mean, this journey has been a long time coming, and this is my way to pay it forward. And so circling back to the credit repair. So again, I really didn't want to get into credit repair. I don't want to have a credit repair service. I don't want to have a credit repair business. So what I did was, when at the end of my long-standing research into the credit bureaus and the laws and everything that pertain to the nature of our relationship with them, I ended up writing a blueprint. Okay, now this blueprint is a culmination of me deep diving into many reports, many articles, many court cases, and many videos. And at the end of that collection, which was massive, I watched copious videos, till my eyes was bleeding. It was just a lot. But I wanted to find the answers. I wanted to find the solutions. And so I ended up writing a blueprint, and I shared that blueprint. It's only 12 pages as of right now. And that 12 pages grew from 5 pages. But I promise you, and though it's still lightweight at 12 pages, because normally my blueprints are just 1 page. But even at 12 pages is not bad, because it's a lot of information jam-packed into the 12 pages. And I promise you, if you take a day or two, for me, because I'm busy and it took me about a week to go through and actually do the steps, because I was doing a lot of the steps as I was adding it into the blueprint. But long story short, if you take even up to a week, just take a week out of your time, out of your day, out of your life, out of your busy schedule. And because I did that about 3 months ago, about 90 days ago, I'm guessing about 90 days ago, because I did that then, and I just said it, it's like a set it and forget it situation. So when I did that, my scores, because I cared, I did not care about credit scores because I'm very private, and credit scores are for public, right, interaction. When I did that, my credit score soared 145 points. So yes, I just checked it today. My Transunion score is 758. And what did it start out at? It started out at it was like the low 600s, 605. I think one of my higher scores was 620. So there you have it. So a lot of the steps in the credit repair blueprint is just as simple as setting up a free account. Simple as setting up a free account and just doing the steps, and then that'll take you about 5 minutes. You check it off and you go to the next step. So I want to, it was inside of the workshop because I like helping action takers and leaders. And if you join the workshop, then that was available for you. Well, it's still going to be in the workshop, but I wanted to make it available for people who aren't ready to join the workshop. So I'm going to leave that link in the video description box. Okay, it's going to be for sale because I'm building a community, and you know, I'm trying to build a nation here. So it's going to be for sale, and it's definitely going to change your life. Basically, at the end of that process, my personal credit secrets process, at the end of that, you not only are you going to improve your credit score, okay, that's a given, but I'm going to show you how you are going to be able to live your entire life from the credit cards. Okay, so the goal is to improve the scores and then qualify for 5 credit cards that you can rotate and then discharge the debt, and so you never have to work another day in your life. I mean, how much is that worth, right? How much is that worth? Hold on, y'all, I gotta let the cat out the door. 1 second. Okay, so how much is it worth to you to never have to work again? You know, but is it instant? Absolutely not. You got to put in the time and the effort, and take action with the knowledge, with the information. Yes, as the saying goes, knowledge is power, but you got to have the right knowledge, and you have to take the action with the knowledge. You got to do it. Okay, do the work. And I made it as simple as possible. Literally, I went through, it took me going through it, as busy as I am, it took me 1 week. Now, I had a niece that stopped by, and I showed it to her because I told her about it over the phone, and she came and she knocked it out in 2 hours. Okay, so it is really up to you. It's a personal journey. Is how much do you want it? How much do you want to change? And so now she's just, you know, she did it, set it and forget it. She doesn't ever have to do anything else. Move on with your life and just keep moving, keep it moving. So, no, I'm just checking. Oh yeah, okay, so we're in 4 minutes. All right, so that's what's going on. That's it. That's all I have for you on this video. Please, 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 here's rules of the game, rules of engagement. Yes, I do list my support email in the comments, okay? But I also have a AMA, which is my Ask Me Anything post on Instagram, okay? Ask me anything, and I will feature your question, not your name. I respect your privacy, but I will feature your question in a future video. But the comments for the video, please be respectful of my time and go ahead and comment on the topic. Because if you take me away from this conversation, now I'm just out here looking at you like, okay, so you just want to take my time? No. I took the time to bring this information, so stick to the subject at hand. Stick to the topic that I'm talking about in this video. That's all I'm saying. There's rules to this. There's rules to this. So comment down below, all in, which is the name of the show, right? I'm trying to build this with multiple shows. Well, this one is all in. And so we're going to have our own private network of shows on Iron Sharpens Iron Council. And so comment down below, all in, if you like what you hear. And comment on the information that I just shared in this video. It's really just that simple. But if it's a subject that is not related to this conversation, I will have the link in the video description box for the Ask Me Anything post on Instagram, where you can ask anything to your heart's desire, and I will answer the question. Maybe not right then and there on the Instagram post, but I am looking for what you want. Help me to help you, okay? So I'm stalling because I'm trying to make sure that I have everything. Let me look in my notebook. Oh yeah, see, I almost forgot. The family hero of this session will be at the end of the video. I like to keep y'all encouraged because a lot of people you would never believe, because of their massive success, you know, world renowned, famous and all that, and you know, I just want to keep you guys encouraged because a lot of those people came from abject poverty, came from nothing, and they are self-made, and they are giving back, and I just want to keep y'all encouraged. And so I will have the hero of the day listed at the end of the video. And yeah, if you like it, please subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you very much. Share this video to share the love. Somebody out there that you know in your circle of influence might need to hear this word. So share, like, and comment all in, or comment something about this video. Please don't take me away from this conversation. Those other conversations need to be asked on the Ask Me Anything, the AMA, which I will try to put on the screen, what the post looks like on Instagram. Okay, so that's it. That's all I have for you. See you guys on the next video. Bye.